Hi guys, good morning and welcome to math lesson April 3rd, 2020 and happy Friday. Today we are going to continue with from yesterday's lesson. But first thing first, let's look at our expectations. Again, you can watch the video as many times as needed in order for you to understand the content. Make sure you complete all assignments, including Delta Math and Dreambox. Make sure to check the additional resources I posted under this assignment and make sure to look at the feedback. I will make sure to grade your work and provide the feedback daily if you submit your work before 3 o'clock. And you can go to your answer, look at the answer and see which one you got wrong. I usually post some videos in order to help you understand the content better. Make sure you watch those videos and then attempt to complete the assignment one more time. We have already finished the warm-up, so I'm just going to jump on into the lesson. We are going to find the volume of a prism. Today we are focusing on triangular prism and other quadrilateral prisms. Just to remember, the volume of anything within this unit has a unit of cubic something. In this first case, because the length of each side is 1 inch, therefore the unit will be cubic inch. So not square, not inch, it's cubic inches or cubic feet or cubic centimeters. So make sure that you're not confusing one from the other. And let's look at the first learn. Today we're forming cross sections of prism. So this rectangular prism is sliced in two places. When I say slice, just think of a knife cutting through it. So this prism has been cut along segment AB, parallel to the base, and along segment CD, also parallel to the bases. So this slice, when we slice through it, any slice through a solid figure is called a cross section. Now, the cross section formed through AB is a rectangle that is identical or look exactly like the base. Same as the cross section through CD, which is also identical to the bases. Now, any cross-section of a rectangular prism that is parallel to the bases will be congruent or identical to the bases. So because AB is cut parallel to the base and CD is also parallel to the bases, they become identical. So this prism, once we cut it through, the prism has uniform cross sections. By uniform, meaning that all the cross section that is parallel to the base will look exactly the same. And I'm going to show you many different types of cross section. Let's look at the first example. So this first example is a square prism, and if the plane cut the prism in the middle, you can see that the shape of the cut is the same as the bases. However, if it's not parallel to the bases, then you get a different shape. So in this case, the prism, because the cut is not parallel, you don't get the same shape as the bases. So in order for the cross section to be uniform, you need to cut the prism parallel to the bases. Let's look at another example. Now this one, this new example is, this new example is a pyramid. And because a pyramid is not a prism, the sides are not parallel. So even though you cut it parallel to the bases, the size of each cross section will not be the same. Notice that as it goes up, the size of the cross section becomes smaller. Therefore, this pyramid does not have a uniform cross sections. Now, let's look at a triangular prism. So this is a right triangle prism. And this triangular prism has the slice through PQ and RS. So think of a knife cut straight through line PQ and line RS, parallel to its base. So the cross sections are also triangles that look exactly the same to the bases. If you look at the orange area, notice that the cut of this prism looks the same as the bases, both the ones on the bottom and the one on the top. So a triangular prism also has a uniform cross sections when sliced parallel to the bases. And uniform again means the same. So when it's sliced parallel to the bases, it will have a uniform cross sections. So let's see if you understand what I mean. You're going to tell whether slices parallel to each given slice will form a uniform cross section. So if I make a slice that is parallel to this orange area and I make another one that is parallel to it, would it make the same shape? Same as number 5 and 6, and you're going to come back when you are ready.